So
I'd like you to have it from the student aspect.
believe me,
And
I would rather have, nothing personal. I'd rather have a bunch of students in here and ask them how things are going.
that's right.
And that's what you put in the press.
No, that's where you find out what's really going on.
And BJ, I think you missed the last meeting, but at that meeting I gave an update on the SAMS project and also put in a lot of the feedback. So we've collected
And
a lot of
student
feedback
votes
from the students through surveys.
nice.
And I'd be happy to share that with you and give you their feedback, because we've had really good feedback from them. We polled them at the beginning of the project to say, what do you hope to learn? We polled them at the end of the project to say, what have you learned in this, at the end of the year, sorry, to see what have you learned in this very short period of time. And we actually had great results in terms of a greater understanding of what scientists do, why math and science are important. That was our goal. So
They're interested in it as a career. as well.
absolutely,
That
they're
was
more
impressive.
interested in it as a career. So I'd be happy to share that with you, but certainly we'll be back to give you updates.
You can get caught up on the record, BJ, if you want to see that meeting. It's on the
There you go.
record.
Is it, Sam?
Yes.
Is that aspect of my question, is that on the Jamestown record by any chance?
You are correct as usual.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay, great. We're moving on, but you can move out.
Thanks.
No offense, but I will.
Great, thank you.
Policy on background check.
All right, the volunteer background check policy was passed, and you have in your packets all of the recently passed policies, so you can update your book. So please remove the policies that these are replacing. But we have been moving forward with the procedure on now how to implement this, because it is time sensitive. We want to make sure that parents have this information that in order to be a volunteer in Jamestown schools, volunteers will have to submit permission for the schools to ask the police department to do a criminal background check. I've been working with Chief Ty, who has been helpful in giving us a form, and working on a procedure of how we're going to move forward with this to make it as easy as possible for people, but also to ensure that it's easy for teachers to check when they're asking volunteers or signing people up for, say, field trips. So what our plan is right now is that the forms that are authorizing the background check, we are going to distribute to parents in the opening day packet. But prior to that, we're going to put it on the website with instructions on what they have to fill out and to bring it to us. We need to submit them to the chief. Although he did say that he would take them from parents as long as they had our signature on them. And we're going to use the ConnectEd, to our phone messaging system, to give parents a message that this is coming up. Don't wait till, if you have any plans to volunteer in the schools in the coming year, to get this done early. It will be, painless for them. Right now, there is no cost. The chief has agreed that the police department will do this for us at no cost. So they will have to fill out a form that asks for their name, date of birth, social security number, signature, authorizing the police department to run the background check. And then when the checks come back, the ones that have no record will come to me. And those about which Chief Ty has some concern, he will call me and we will discuss if the offense is something that would be disqualifying from having a volunteer in the school. And when we get those forms, we will be, Jeanette is going to then formulate a list of approved volunteers. She'll keep that updated on a regular basis, and it will be on our secure website that teachers will have access to only. The public will not, but they can very easily check the list, check their intended volunteers or people that want to come into the classroom and check to see if they're on the list. If not, to remind them about the procedure. So we're hoping that we aren't deluging the police department on the second day of school with hundreds of these, that people will take action ahead of time and be ready to go right from the beginning of school.
I know we answered this before, but I just want to, so I know how to speak about it when asked. So a background check lasts for a school year, 3 years?
I believe our policy says it would be 3
I
years.
think it was 3, okay. And then what if we have, a group of 25 business people coming in to volunteer for a day? Do they each have to go through the background check, or is it because they
It will depend on whether we put them in the category of a visitor
right?
or of a volunteer. So the difference would be, are they actually there working with students with the potential that they might be alone with a student? If we have a presenter coming in, we were thinking about Island Treasures and the situation where, the teacher is there with the children and they're working with another adult, we don't think that would require a background check.
Okay. So there's some leniency or some flexibility in
Yeah.
terms of.
If we're having a concert and, we have all the relatives, Grammys and Grandpies coming in for that, the teacher is with the students and.
Right, okay.
Just a note on our.
Oh, and there's one other thing, in that we are working on a confidentiality agreement that we will ask all volunteers to sign.
That's good.
A note on the policy books, I don't know about anybody else, but mine is woefully out of date. I don't think I put in any new policies in.
Mine's right up to date.
8 years. But since the policies are on the website, is there any point to the books anymore?
Hard copy. Policy guy like myself, not gonna have a book.
You can have your book, but my book, I go to the web. I go to the web.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Going paper free.
I'm trying to prepare you for when I actually leave at the end of my
The dynasty.
We're not letting you.
my
Set this
policy
over and
book
over.
will not be worth diddly squat.
That's a game.
I've never updated it.
Would you like an updated book?
No.
Then there you go.
I use the web.
My suggestion is,
We're trying to go as, as paper-free as we can,
Right.
but there's also a transition period. There are some people that do prefer to have paper.
Yeah, that's fine.
And we can ensure that the policies online are the current policies. So
That is good.
if in doubt, then
Go.
we'll go on.
Okay.